Welcome back to Dawn of Man. We had a first look at this yesterday, and I quite liked it. So we're back again. Let's continue where we left off. We advanced 2 ages, and now we can build some walls. We're going to wall ourselves in, and if anybody comes close to our settlement, they're going to have to die. Kane says you can cut that out of YouTube. Heavens, yes we can. Right, let's have a quick recap. Perhaps more for me than for you. We expanded population considerably. We started with 7, we're now at 38. They all have these dingy little huts to live in. We have a decent production of meat. We always seem to be lacking in dry skins. We've got tanners for leather. Plenty of skulls to regain morale from. We're even stocking up on hay, and I don't even know why. I think that'll be useful for thatching, but we don't know how to thatch. We have some doglets that are running around. They're getting a bit old, so maybe we'll eat them. What are these going? Oh yeah, mortar. So we use mortar to make grain, with which we make bread in the hearths. Food has not been a problem at all for us. Now we produce bread, and we've always had plenty of cured meat to eat. We've stopped fishing, I think. Okay. And we have water stored up. Basically, the economy has been sound for us, and everybody's been doing fine. We've only lost 1 person to anything other than old age. And, well, to be fair, they were kind of asking for it. Yeah, production's been pretty good for us, but we've now entered the Neolithic era. And the game's hint stuff just told us that in the Neolithic era onwards, there is conflict with other clans and such. So we've got to make sure we have the weapons, make sure we have the fortifications. With this we can make palisades, gates, wooden platforms, watchtowers as well, and walls. Walls? Isn't that walls? I don't know, it says masonry is needed for wall, but this is also required for wall, and it doesn't look like they merge in requirements. Well, who knows? As soon as we can, we will unlock fortifications and wall ourselves in so that we're safe-ish from any who come to bring us harm. Do you feel that winter isn't punishing enough in this game, says Itahasa? Well, I am playing it on normal mode, and maybe they don't want to slaughter you like Banish does the first time you play and winter comes. Some people have no warm clothing. Well, we have plenty of... oh, leather. Perhaps I make too much leather. Nah, surely not. Well, I'm not too worried about it. If people get cold, they can just go to their little hut and warm up. Leather is gonna have to do them fine for a bit. Loads of sticks, loads of logs. I don't know what the scale of production is when it comes to log. Is 84, 4 times more than I'm ever gonna need, or is it only a fraction of what I need to create the massive wall? I intend to wall in everything I have built here. We'll have fields outside of the wall. I think I'll extend the wall out to here though, so I have some Lebensraum for my people. And if I can get this little lake in my wall, that's extra good, but I doubt I can. Not that the lake is useful for anything, but it would just be nice to have. Bunch of stones to be had there, but we've got loads of stones. It feels like we're doing pretty good on everything. The only thing I particularly want to do at this point is kill more of the local wildlife. But we've been doing a lot of slaughtering of the wildlife, and now there's not really a whole lot that's coming our way anymore. And I can't even see a bunch of animals to send out on a hunting excursion for. And that's all well and good when it comes to food, because the food isn't an issue, but skins are. And I have a feeling that's going to be a problem until we research goat domestication, so we can bring in goats, and I'm probably going to have to feed those ones. Well, we'll figure it out when we see them. Otherwise, we can just plow on in terms of game speed. The game does feel slow. I'd even say it feels a bit too slow at times, especially with knowledge trickling up. But maybe that's because I don't understand the true meta of how you do research in the game. Loads of flints, giving us loads of knowledge. Oh yeah, didn't I tell people to mine that flint out? Well, it's all exhausted now. And this person's getting a tad chilly because they're only wearing leather, and it's getting too chilly for leather. I don't know how to smelt iron, so I can't get the iron there. And that flint has been exhausted too. I doubt it comes back. It would be very strange if it did. Maybe what I could also do right now is have some people gather up all these bits of stone, simply because they're there and they probably shouldn't be there, so get to it. I say don't go above that capacity, but what I mean is, let's just have all the stone that one could possibly imagine. Look at this, the rock pile's empty. Well, that rock pile is, we've got plenty of rocks over here. I wonder if raiders come and steal your rocks. I'm glad we paid somebody an abusive amount of money to teach us how to rub rocks together. Stones belong on your totems, Jake. Well, Trogor, who refuses to die, feels the same way. And he's nice and warm in his skins outfit. Alright, let's keep the game plowing on. There's plenty for people to do, but they're getting it done, so I'm not too worried about the high workload. Oh, I'm a little worried about that though. What's going on? A cave bear has decided to eat who? I don't know. I don't really have anyone around here, but I'm only too happy for this walking pile of skin and bone to come along to us. So, basically, slaughter it, please. I mean it. Please slaughter it. Oh, okay. Well, you bought that. Karob. We believe in you. There we go. See, when I have walls, this will hopefully be less of an... Come back, Nugal. It's okay. I wonder if at any point I'll get what I need for medical assistance for my people. Because when they get banged up like that, especially if it's followed up with a disease, it puts them in a lot of risk. Oh, I like that we've changed the rotation here. I don't like that it's inverted, but oh well. The game doesn't offer a lot, or dare I say any options when you're mid-game. There we go. All those skins, all that meat coming back. And now we're actually turning skins into dry skin. And one dry skin gets us 2 skin outfits, so we're all good in that respect. We'll eventually be able to have composite bows. That seems a way away. Bows themselves seem fine. We'll be doing away with slings. We don't produce them anymore. We don't have a lot of bones, so maybe I should turn off bone weapon production. I don't know if bone is still going to be useful for anything that we make, but... Alright, those rocks were picked up nice and easy. Those fisheries could certainly be worked a bit better, but again, food's not an issue, so why worry about it? Now that we've done a bunch of flint sickles, knowledge continues to go up. We can check this again if we were wondering what else we could get for more knowledge. We'll get a bunch when we get another population boom, and eventually we'll domesticate more animals. Or if I produce 100 bows. Again, it just feels like I don't have a huge amount of agency over gaining knowledge, but that could just be because I'm not knowledgeable enough about the game. 50 is a crummy limit for sticks. I want every stick you can get. 2 humans born, that gives us the knowledge boom that we need. Just 2 more and we'll be able to get those walls erected. Now, erecting walls is probably not the best thing I can do at this point. Probably the best thing I could get is the domestication of animals, but I don't want to. Now, I haven't done this yet, but we should probably do it. What's the difference between barley, einkorn, and emmer? Is there any difference at all? Seems like the maximum field we can make is 5 by 5. Well, barley is something I'm a tad more familiar with, at least. Feels like it would be very useful if the game actually highlighted the ground as a grid here, so I could see where it goes, but let's just start you out there. And that will be our barley. Ah, okay. So place that entity, boom, just like that. And can I do a second one? Let's have some einkorn. Apparently this gets in the way. That is unacceptable. There's probably spaces in the other stick piles, but I could also just have another stick pile back here. And there are certainly people who can do this. So let's build ourselves another pile of sticks in the center of the village-ish. Yeah, next to the rock pile at least. Let's recycle that. Well, eject the contents and recycle it. And then we'll plant the next one. I assume the planting is done in spring? And then harvested in fall? That would make sense to me, but what do I know? I have a bunch of bone flint sickles, so that should help with the harvesting at least. 2 for harvesting. Hey, the old buffets can be used for that, but I'm not sure if we have any of those left. I stopped their production aeons ago. Fortunately, I have so many free hands that they can get on with this. Why is this guy running around instead of eating when he's so hungry? We have no shortage of cured meat. And the long winter is almost over as well. More knowledge because we've picked up enough sticks. Like a game of pick up sticks. Should probably do the same with this wood pile, but it's quite quite a bit of time spent having people do this. So planning in advance probably pays dividends. Alright, it's all gone. So yes, let's plant our crom or corn or whatever it is. There we go. Looks grand. I guess it's not really doing any harm there, but I just don't like that sticking up inside my field like some kind of scarecrow. He was getting real hungry, but look, you've got the cured meat. It's perfectly edible, now chow it down. These used to be a lot fuller, makes me feel poor when I don't have loads of them. Maybe I really should go fishing again, it couldn't hurt, right? It's not like our people don't have stuff to do, so go and get fishing. Maybe he's into intermittent fasting. That sounds incredibly dangerous. Oh, there we go. And having survived the winter, we're all good. Now, this is my first time dealing with any of this stuff, but it looks like I can set all this stuff to high priority, and then we'll get this planted ASAP. Well, I'd like to hope so, at least. We've got plenty of storehouses for the goods that we bring in. Hey, and I have that 7 knowledge, so let's get walling in. And again, I really think that domestication of animals is the better option here. But that doesn't mean it's the right option. Fortifications are unlocked. This unlocks the construction of basic defensive structures that can be used to protect your settlement against raiders and predators in order to minimize loss of life. That gives us a whole lot of things that we can build under defensive. Palisade, gate, wooden platform. Allows your people to shoot enemies from inside the settlement's walls, as well as watchtower. Hey, finally some use for that straw, which is good, because that stuff's about to die. Alright, I like this, but it sounds like we have a lot of building to do. With that in mind, I guess I say screw the pickup sticks. I should just find jobs that I don't want people doing right now. So they focus on planting and building this great big wall. And it's not summertime, so we don't collect any berries or the like. Right, thank goodness this game allows planning buildings whilst paused. So how's this gonna go? Oh, ooh, doesn't look like I can do what I want to do, which is enclose this. Or can I? I rather think I can. I mean, there is no particularly good reason that I want to grab this water. I just want to. And wanting is the most important thing. Hang on, hang on. Building these costs 1 log per square. That's a whole lot. I might have 82 logs, but that's not several hundred logs. Alright, we can consider the other thing as an expansion project. But for now... Oh, right, I need to get a bit of a better handle on how this building work goes. Along we go to here. Clunk. But it will need a gate. Z and C to rotate. Oh, but I can't build it where we already have that. Also, which way's in and which way's out? I mean, surely I'd want to have the gate on my side. Still, though, I probably need to get rid of some of this so that we have space for the gate. So you should probably paste down gates first. That's what I'll choose to believe here. So let's get rid of all of this stuff and plan better. Surely the gates should open inwards so people can't stop you from getting out. Dangerously logical. That would be funny though. The ultimate attack against me is stopping me from getting out. Alright, we'll thunk down this. We won't worry too much about placement outside of that. Oh god, how does it go from there? Out like that, I suppose. And along we go here. Clunk. I will certainly want a gate here. Having this erected is just generally going to make me feel really good. It doesn't really wall off the most important part of the colony, but it's a start. I'll want this coming along a touch more here, and I will want a way out on this side as well. But maybe it's fine if the gate's on this side. Maybe. I think I will keep it on this part. Probably giving my people way too much to do here, but so be it. Yeah, go figure, that pile of wood's in the way. Good thing I'm using up those logs before they die though, but I bet wooden walls themselves degrade and need maintenance. Alright, we'll start with that. It's not like we get many things coming out from this way anyway. And there'll be plenty of trees for me to chop down later on. Forget tannin. Z and C, they rotate this. Workload is too high, I'll say. But as long as they prioritize planting this barley, we'll probably be okay. Oh, Z and C changed the shape of it. I'm not seeing Z and C do anything there, but oh well. Anyone who's played the game and knows if gates facing the wrong way will be a problem. What do you mean will be a problem? I don't understand how the arrow is meant to help you though. I mean, is it an in arrow or an out arrow? This question comes in a lot, and Pot Blitz is asking. It looks a lot like Banished. Is it from the same guy? No. Although the Banished guy is working on something. This isn't it. This is from the developers of Planet Base. Planet Base? Am I getting that right? I never played it, so I can't say I'm certain. Didn't I say I'd recycle these burial mounds? I certainly don't need them. People aren't dying a lot. Oh well, it's not doing any harm there as it is. Alright, now that we've taken in loads of tannin, that straw should probably be put to use before it all goes, but my people have so much to do. Well, get on with it, folks. You know what to do, just get on with it. It's the first gate that we've ever put up. I hope I've put it the right way round. It looks like the right way round. People are running out of clothes. We have plenty of clothes, they just don't have the clothes they want. And to which I say, too bad. Alright, that's all well and good, but start erecting my walls, please. I mean, the hinges are on the outside. Instructions unclear, but if it was the other way around, you're right. They could just stop us from leaving by holding the door closed. Yeah, looks good to me. Unless Alpha Gemo says that people running out of clothes looks good to him, which is also possible. Not a fan of this stick pile. Let's disallow things being stored there. Hope that it gets used up, especially for the Great Palisade. Speaking of, are people actually going to build that? I guess they need to bring the logs over, which is no small feat in itself. That amount of meat of mine is dwindling, my liege. But with all this barley, we'll have all the bread you could want. Any animals silly enough to come close to our settlement? No. I mean, we've got a bunch of wolves around here. Ooh, young males. I do need some breeding. Well, maybe not an old female. Yeah, I need some young dogs to breed here. Well, potentially. Need is a relative term. Alright, we have something resembling a wall coming here. And I can upgrade it later on if I feel so inclined. I'm not sure I do. Ah, a bunch of the straw died away. I don't know where's... Huh? Oh, those wolves. They weren't happy. It's alright, it's only an old woman that's eating it. Not even worth trying to save her. She's already dead. Oh, well. Vorgor is going to. There's no need. There's just no need. That horrifically dying old woman will be fine. Just get away. Going after wolf. Yeah, no thanks. I still want you for breeding, but not to the point where I'm willing to kill my people over it. Are you able to rename your people? Sadly not. They are stuck forever with these names. I should check and see if there are many mods available for this game. Sorry, God forbid I'd look into mods, but yeah. Okay, so people are grabbing the logs individually, I might add, for the walls. And then up goes the palisade. Hey, the traders arrived, probably remarking at my incredible new defenses, right? You offer me goat domestication at low commission. That's my favorite kind of commission. As well as some linen, some extra logs, flint picks, spears, bread, straw. Okay. Well, I think it's time I got rid of some of my crummy old weapons, so I'll just get rid of those spears for one. Hope I don't need them. I could get rid of a lot of my things. I have a lot of axes as well. I'm just generally getting rid of tools that I have because, well, they go for better dosh. Some of my straw, I'm sure, is going to go soon. That's not nearly enough, so I guess against my better judgment I'll sell off more of my spears and axes. Sounds great, and I'll have some of your bread as well. So then we learn how to domesticate goats. Haha, indeed. At least the bread's fresh. Are you trying to survive without hunting? Is this turning into a vegan challenge? Oh, we've hunted plenty. That said, though, our food situation is going to bad places. I hope this is enough food to keep my people going for a bit. I don't know the scales of production here. Then again, maybe it's only going to give me 50 bits of flour, but doesn't one bit of flour give you 2 bread? Yeah. Plus, if any beasts come close, you know, like all these dudes. Alright, this didn't work last time, it probably won't work again, but let's tell our intrepid explorers to go out there and kill them all. So we have extra food and extra, well, extra lots of things. Why not capture those goats? Hang on, you make a pretty good point. I can capture them. And I would really quite like them captured. We did just buy that for most of our equipment, so yeah, that makes sense. At least we have fish up there drying out now. But these fish banks, they don't last long. Like at all. Guess I'll move you down here. It's a bit less safe doing it that way, but whatever. Hopefully our people are good at domesticating goats. Where do they even go? I don't think that's them. Constantly been told off about the lack of warm clothing, but we ain't got the skins. No, I mean, I'm open to the fact that I'm pretty blind, but... How large is the game world? Oh, it's massive. That's the old woman that got attacked earlier. I have a feeling she's going to die from that. I have a feeling that the goats went away or refused to be domesticated, or what? I can't seem to domesticate these ones. There's something here for animals, right? Boom. Hey, we did get a couple of goats. These ones perhaps don't want to be, so instead we'll kill them. Tell me about my 2 goats. Not enough stable space for our animals. Domestic animals provide a variety of benefits. You can obtain domestic animals by purchasing them, domesticating the young ones. Okay. Animals need to be sheltered in winter and provided with water and straw. If there is no straw, you can feed them with grain. Dogs, donkeys, and horses don't need shelter or food in winter. Adult females will get pregnant to give birth to new animals as long as there's an adult or old male around. Note that your people will automatically slaughter domestic animals that are too old. Okay. Then I need storage for them? No. Residence for them? Stables requires thatching. Oh dear. So I'm kind of forced into getting thatching next. Well, at least I can get it pretty straight up. And we should have plenty of straw when the harvest comes in. They eat straw at that. Oh, it's gonna keep pestering me about that, isn't it? I find this so bothersome. Like, I can't control if he goes to bed or eats or whatnot, so don't flash the warnings in front of me. Just make them do it and don't make me worry about it. Alright, so that food situation that for a while I was saying is great is considerably not great now. The amount of fish and meat I have is very low. I think people eat the raw stuff. But unless I have a lot of animals nearby to slaughter for meat right now, and I'm not seeing them, although I am seeing... Those are the pups from earlier, right? Yeah. Are they hungry? No. Could always try my luck getting a couple more of these. I don't know if that counts as provoking, but we'll see. Didn't work out so well for the last person that tried it. Otherwise, not a lot of people, not a lot of animals to go and hunt for food, but oh well. We will survive. At least when summer comes in, we can forage for food, and I will be having to forage for food. We already have a forage spot here, I think, but I could well be wrong, so let's make sure that everything we can get here is foraged. We have no flint. Don't we have access to flint mines somewhere? No, that is tin ore. These are our rock piles. Alright, let's not get distracted from what I was doing there, though. I can get flint later. For now, I need to make sure that I'm grabbing everything nearby. And I will go further afield if I have to. Berries are quite quick and easy to get out of the wild. Of course, it's not just berries. There are some wild foods out there that can be had. Not a lot here, though, right? Oh, there's quite a bit here. We'll go and pluck everything there is to be had there. No, those wolves do not like being provoked. And again with the old woman. I guess they're just not very good at this. Still, there are plenty of people nearby. Oh, we're getting this mail. Groovy. Hey, Cal, it's going well? Well, the food situation perhaps not, but we have both barley and corn, which I've never heard of. Hardy cereal, resistance, disease resistance 25. Harvesting fall, planting in spring, produces 1 grain, 1 straw. Cool. Tell me about barley. Extra straw. But it only says 1 straw. 50% chance of reducing extra resource straw. Right, I see, I see. So barley is very good, but not very resistant. Einhorn. Very resistant, nothing extra. Yeah, I get it, game. We don't have flint. Let me just magic some flint for you. Let's see, there's flint over here. Get on it. I don't think I need 5 people doing it. Besides, this is going to be the big thing to do. Oh, it's already a high priority. And I can individually set them to high priority. Cool, but it's wrong. I want this thing gone. Eject the contents, recycle it, and let's try to get this wall built eventually. Should probably make this a high priority thing. Oh no, loads of people are going out and grabbing the foods and goods anyway. That's good. Need a bit of food before this, before all this barley and stuff needs to be harvested in fall. German Einkorn, literally single grain. I get that. I imagine, well, I hope most people would, but ooh, I hope storms don't hurt my crops. I have no idea what storms do. It just every so often pops up going, oh, it's storm o'clock, and I go, okay. I need dry skins. I don't have dry skins. Actually, dry skins is going to be a problem. Also, where are my goats? And how do I tell them to just be in a certain place? It's probably moaning at me about the flint because I'm trying to make flint tools. Did I ever learn how to polish stones together and make stone tools? No, that's just for the flint sickle and flint knife. Can't really make stone tools, it's just copper next. Till then it's flint and bone. Jake, did you notice you need flint and stable places? Just a tip. Yeah, I think it sunk in eventually. Odd that you can get domestication but not have the stable. That's burning me. I'm looking forward to having loads of food there, but that's right. I assume that straw, well, straw doesn't last forever, but it lasts for a while. But I'm assuming that grain lasts for a long while. How could it not? It's just things don't tell me how much that they need. Right, I want probably 15 bits of bread at all times. I guess this game struck your fancy, says Castro. Well, I saw it on Steam, and I went, survival city builders. I've been known to like those. So I reached out to the developers, and they were kind enough to give me a copy of the game. And here we are today. Well, I had my first look with it yesterday, but I was impressed, so we're back for more. I'm also going to need to be back for more wood. I am chewing through my logs like nobody's business, and there are a whole lot more palisades to grow. Maybe I shouldn't have sold off all of my logs willy-nilly earlier, but I did. I guess we'll commit deforestation down here. There are plenty of forests over here to get food and tannin from. Wood needed, says Cool de Bruges. But people are keeping busy. Man, these outfits really rot away fast, though. I guess the wolves got a bit too hungry. And they are having their way with Carob. Wow. Carob made it. And what do we have? We got a young male wolf. Well, you're about to be captured. And these ones about to be slaughtered. Going after wolf. When you say going after... Okay, I thought you were going to shank it. Well, sometimes the pelts and the food come to you. Your camp seems quite unstable. Don't know what you mean by unstable. Seems perfectly fine to me. Those birds are huge. What kind of bird is it even? It's hard to get a good level at it. Anybody? There must be somebody good at nature. Looks like a condor or a vulture, says Sam Axis. Well, there's nothing for it to prey on in my colony, but where in the world are my goats? What do goats even give me? Good point. Let's have a look at that. Domestic animals. Goat. Goats produce milk that can be slaughtered for meat and bones. I hope I have a breeding pair of them, but it's unlikely. Maybe they're not keen on being here because I've refused to shelter them this whole time. Oh, there it is. It's a young female goat. So where's the other one? I just saw you by chance. Odds of me finding the other one by chance are pretty lickety-spit. Ah, but I can use my primal vision. That is not a goat, it's a dog. Those are also dogs. Yeah, another dog. I mean, I don't mind having oodles of dogs. Yes! Oh, wow. My incestuous goat farm. It's gonna go places. However, I really need to get the the everything required to get some storage, some shelter for my goats. Colley's Folly says, here's some free Amazon bucks. Why, thank you. There's nothing I like more than other people's money. Yeah, if I could name my goats, then I'd probably call them Adam and Eve, but I do not. Wait, young female goats produce milk? How young are we talking? Okay, things are fine this summer, however, in autumn, first things first, we're going to harvest these. Second things second, we're going to commit deforestation. Which means I may need additional wood piles. And I may need them over here. Ah, new human. I bet they're naked and useless. Where are they? Is it you? Well, you look pretty naked and useless, and the first thing you're doing is grabbing my fish? Where did you even come from? Lack of clothes is probably going to be a real problem soon enough. I'd love to find some sheep so that I can get wool off of them to make woolen clothes. New humans tend to be born naked and useless. Yeah, but that wasn't born, that was a new human has arrived. But we're still at 40. Oh well, actually it's a bit of a problem if we don't have space for more people. But there's also the idea that I don't really need more people. I want them, sure, but skins are pretty vital for my economy right now, and it's getting harder and harder. Unless the implication is that I need to go further afield, but I don't want my people running away so much. because that has not worked well for me. An auroch. Yep, you're getting hunted down. And there go our hunters. Odd that the workload is considered so small when there are so many palisades to be built. Mind you, they're getting there. They are certainly getting there. Okay, here we are. What is going on with these things? They look ready to go, right? And there are many harvesting jobs to be done. Disease is affecting 8 einkorns. Okay. Well, that's alright, because we have 25 of them. And hopefully when I harvest this stuff, it'll give me knowledge points. And you know what knowledge means? Knowledge means a shack for our incestuous goats to shack it up. Which is all anybody really asks for. Alright, workload is high, but that's fine. That's what I need my people doing. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for them to do. Oh! Aurochs attack. The Besaid Aurochs just didn't have it in them. Down they go. Okay, it's taking you way too long to cut that stuff down. And you're just leaving the grain there. Would it kill the game to tell me how long it lasts? Used to make flour, which in turn can be transformed into bread. It's a key ingredient for beer. It is the most durable type of food and the best resource to feed large amounts of people, even if processing it is labor intensive. It's also animal fodder, but straw is better. Well, we got straw. Ah, great. Our 250th piece of cured meat helped out. I'm not going to tell people to chop down the forest yet. It's more important to get the harvest done before winter comes. That's not enough space, is it? That haystack. I'm going to need another one. And I should also probably have it a wee bit closer to... Well, there you go. There's a couple of extra haystacks. It only takes a stick to make. We'll consider it high priority, or else people won't know where to put their straw. Ho ho, indeed. Well done. Haystack has perfect condition. I wonder if it ever breaks. Yeah, I get it, game. Don't worry, I will give them their love shack. Looks like more was blighted than it seemed. But okay. All that grain, you know, 1 grain is 2 food, so that's very good. I think the fishing and the meeting is going to be, you know, especially since the fish population is dying here. I'm gonna get rid of that, so we just have God, I don't have many people extracting water either. Let's up that considerably. Basically, people who are fishing can do that. Everybody has to go quite a bit to slake their thirst, which isn't great, I guess. I hope people that attack me don't kill my goats. Alright, trader, I don't have a lot to offer you, but you can offer me underground mining at low commission. I like that. You also offer me leather. I like that too. What can I do for you, though? Oh, you like bows, do you? I have a lot of bows, and I like them a lot, but if they're worth dosh, then I'm willing to give them out. I can sell off some bone harpoons, too, since I don't do much fishing at all. And I'll also give you some picks. And I guess a few more bows. I don't like giving up my bows because I need skin to make them, I think. but not having to research that, that is worth doing. And if I've got 3 left over, I should get something like some grain. Alright, there we go. I don't think I'll use underground mining anytime soon, but there you go. This is bad though, I need that extra bit of knowledge before winter sets in, or else my goats are gonna freeze their goaty little butts off. So what am I close to getting when it comes to this? I could build 2 more totems to squeeze out that, or another gate. Yes, a gate. Like Boulder's one. I'm a little low on logs, but high priority, get it done. I suppose there's other things that I could build for the first time, like a wooden platform or a watchtower. I don't know if I'm going to be attacked from this direction, but it seems like a natural place that people would come from, doesn't it? Welcome, new human. Born naked and useless like most of them are. So what am I meant to do with all these, Okay, we can just remove the plants. Oh, well that doesn't look good, it removes the whole thing. But, what I can now plant is emmer, which I'm very unfamiliar with. But I'll probably get some knowledge from emmer. This game looks like Stronghold, says Moisha, and they're very wrong. This plays so very differently from Stronghold. Okay folks, there is some deforestation to be committed. This is mankind's ultimate triumph over nature. Where'd it go? There it is. And with all this grain, food should not be a problem for a long time. Then again, that population keeps swelling, and I do not have space for more population, but I do have some dry skins, which means I could build some tents. Only 3 of them actually, but tent's a tent, as we say. We have some other skins that are busy drying, but that's okay, that's room for plenty of people. And we have the knowledge. Thatching will give me access to stables, which is what I want. And since I have the straw, actually if any of these need skins, I'm going to have to undo that. Storage hut stores and preserves resources, needs mud. I don't think I have mud. Unless one of this gave me access to mud. Required 4 mud, so how does that work? I suppose I tell my people to extract mud. Sure. Why not? Let's... do I dig a mud pit? No, but granary is good for preserving food, apparently. Cool. Can also give my people huts. They look better. They need mud. Stables. Can I upgrade something directly into this? No. No. Alright. Screw any more than those 2 tents. And let's do what we have to do first. And the first thing is getting that stable. It's just logs and twigs, and we'll have both of those soon enough. Where will I put this, I wonder? Ah, we'll just have it right here. Happily within our confines and backed up against the wall. I'm well aware that I'm out of logs. Flint mine. An underground structure to increase flint extraction. Tanner. Yeah, I know most of those things already. Nothing new spiritually. Nothing new for funerals. We already have the sledge. No bridges though. Alright. The food is fine, and that's all one needs, right? By the way, how many animals can this have? Doesn't say, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We need that mud though. We'll get the logs from all this logging. Be aware that they basically recycle the old buildings before trying to build the new ones, so if you upgrade all your houses, you might feel in pain like I did. No, what I'll do is I'll build new houses that are those special huts, and I'll probably put them down here. And then we'll slowly tear these ones down. I hope the new ones have more space for people. Like, maybe hold 6 people and 8 items instead of 3 and 4. Right, we need those logs, I know that, but the logs are over here just waiting to be cut down. And we need that mud. Maybe I should have more people getting bloomin' mud. It's a weird way. I can't seem to select all of them in one click. I can't even drag and highlight them all. There seems to be a limit of 20 entities, so I don't understand. Upgrades are in a buildings menu. How about that? Upgrade to hut. A hut with a thatched roof. 1424. 1424. Okay, so it's probably better to just build the hut and tear this down for resources, because then I'll at least get some skin and sticks back. I assume. First time actually catching a stream, says Real Dari. Well, congratulations. It's truly an ascension. Now granted, I did sell a lot of my axes, but there still should be people who are able to cut things down with what's left of his flint axe. Come on, for us, life is birch. Oh, we're getting the mud, so somebody is out there getting it. Extracting mud. I don't want a child doing it. Child can barely carry anything. Oh god, winter is coming, and we don't have the mud, and we don't have the logs. People are doing a whole lot of stuff that isn't getting me that mud. Hope those animals don't freeze to death. Okay, all we need is mud. Surely we can skimp on the mud just to give our people something to... Oh, that temperature's on its way down. Get that bloomin' mud. This is actually really good. It's a very close by place that people can go to drink. Hassel Kerr says, how can you complain about child labour? Yeah, well, if they weren't taking up a valuable spot that other hard-working people could do, wouldn't be such a problem. Apparently I have 3 muds somewhere. So I want this thing built before my little goats freeze to death. Good job on the deforestation though, it's coming along a storm. And we're getting up there with the logs. There we go. Celebrating our 250th log with the erection of this stable. If I could name it, I'd call it the unstable. There we go. It's now freezing. My little goats are freezing. However, there we go. Wow. Space for loads of animals and animal food. Hopefully we fill it up with straw. And we got knowledge for building our first ever stables too. Lovely. Now, really, where are those goats? How am I meant to find them? Animal limits unlimited. At least the dogs don't seem to get cold, but where is the goat? They don't make it easy to find stuff. Are you a goat? No, you're a dog. You're also a dog. You look like a goat. You look like a really hungry goat. Oh god. Well, I'm sure somebody will give you some animal food there. Somebody bring that place some food. Oh, we've baked 100 paninis, and for that we've gained more knowledge. Perhaps knowledge too dangerous for man. Northern wall, I assume this is north, is almost completely erected. So I feel nice and safe. I just need to complete this wall. And then just watch all the attacks come in from my undefended south. Well, it's not like we have... there we go. It's not like we have things to... Well, no, there's no tannin left to collect. Right, if I can continue my train of thought for more than 5 seconds. It's not like we have harvesting jobs or planting jobs to do in winter, so we're free to worry about other things. There, good enough. I shouldn't need to walk along this part. Oh. Oh right, it's a rock pile. There are many like it, but... Empty it, recycle it. Where'd all the rocks go? Okay, the stones actually appear somewhat processed. Cool. Just shove another rock pile there. Andy 122881 is saying, "Hey Jake, just got a PU over Castile and I'm battling 3 Reformation centers in Austria HRE game, getting ready to claim England as well. What a game. Congratulations. Going for the full Habsburg experience." Recht. I'm wondering if this is actually enough food. No, we've got loads of flour. I was thinking I don't have a lot of food because I was just looking at grain and bread. But that's a lot of food. We should be fine. I hope it's not going off though. I should find my flour and take a look at it. I'm at a loss to think that it's losing so much everything so fast. Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Another new birth, and it's another naked, useless girl. But hopefully it grows up to be a slightly less naked and considerably more useful girl. Let's up the limit on water. We're getting that mud together, but what else do I need it for? I would like a watchtower. But they're expensive to build, and I don't know where the enemies will attack from anyway. Might be cheaper just to erect some wooden platforms so that I can shoot people from afar. You know, completing the wall might also be a good idea, but we'll get there. Actually, let's plan the rest of the palisade. Probably a more circular design would be better for defending. Ah, shoot. But square feels better for building. Lovely. I imagine as we go along I'm going to not need so much food drying, considering that we kind of don't really fish anymore. Although if I get pigs, and I would like a bunch of pigs... Oh right, we have water and straw for them. Why would I give them water here? Seems like madness. Oh well. Hopefully they breed and I end up with a miniature army of goats who give me milk and eventually die and I take their hides. We're really advancing here. It's a slow-paced game for sure, and I still think at times, God, this is too slow. But it makes your advancements feel all that much more of a milestone. Yeah, we started out just not even throwing rocks, just going up and clubbing the nearest boar to death. Now we have the real hallmarks of society. Walls to claim what's ours and deforestation. And the next thing I think I want is sheep domestication so I can actually get some warmer clothes. Then I need to go and find said sheep, but we get them, we breed them, and it's all fine probably. That is a cozy looking stable. It's kind of funny to me that the animals get the most advanced structure. Goes all the way to the Iron Age, that it does. Soon we'll be smelting steel swords and, hang on, baking? Required for an oven. What is an oven, just better at making bread? I don't understand. But maybe someday I will. I am still drowning in stones. What is one even meant to do with all these? Oh, of course, eventually it'll be all about the stone walls. Hopefully my requirement of flint is going to go away. That reminds me, there was a flint pile here earlier. Okay, good, it stays down. Tell me more about it. Used to make all sorts of tools in the Stone Age. Well, I'm still using it and I'm out of the Stone Age. The Neolithic, yeah, it's probably still stony. Even when I get my sheep, I probably need to unlock the knowledge of weaving to be able to make wool cloth. But that sounds good. And then pigs, the ultimate meat and hide, I assume. will be mine. A adult male goat, adult female goat, please get it on. Resources last 2.5 times longer in there. Okay, so the food should last a long while. The water less. Oh, that straw's about to go. Nibble it up. Okay, well, it's springtime. That means it's time for planting those crops. I feel like it would be an idea to make more, but at the same time, perhaps not. Wish this wasn't right in the way of the interface that I needed here. Yes, yes, I know. Clothing continues to be an issue. So does the lack of animals that I have here. I wonder if I could just go out and domesticate some more. Like you guys. Bisons. I mean, I do like getting more skins and bones and meats. Maybe we'll just tell our guys to go out and kill them anyway. Might be a bit of a trek, but get on it. That's not what I set out to do. I wanted to find animals to domesticate, but slaughtering is another method of domestication. We'll leave those boars alive because there's a good chance that those ones get captured. The big one's too big to capture, so let's just kill it. If I try to kill it, I'm going to scare off the young ones, so let's hold off on that. The game might want you to travel further for game hunting eventually, says Void Scroll. Yeah, but I feel like I take my people out and then they go, oh, I'm hungry, I'm tired. And you human, eh? Why are they always naked and useless? Workload is pretty high, but as long as the stuff is prioritized, it'll get done soon enough. Hello, trader. What do you have for me? Tell me it's knowledge. It is not knowledge, but it is an adult male goat. Sadly, the females are more valuable to me at this point. So I have to say, you really don't have anything of value to me. I used to have a lot more bows. I guess we haven't been fighting lately, so it's not been important. Cured meat has very little value now. Still good, it lasts for ages, but I mean, I could trade you a stone for a piece of meat, and that doesn't seem very fair. Regardless, you have high commission, so get out of my face. Do people not know how to build temporary camps? No, but I'd like for some not so temporary deforestation here. That would make me feel like the big man. As food production goes, we've got something pretty good going. People plant in spring, forage in summer, harvest in autumn, and cook bread in winter. That's one excited dog. But you know what will get me excited? Finishing off my great big F-off wall. 3 goats, you say? Are you eating the grass there? I don't know if they'll only eat the grass. Maybe they only eat straw in winter. Oh well, I won't claim to know. Oh ho! You bought some of that, but you'll do fine. I wonder if I could train goats to come out and attack with me. I bet their horn attack is pretty good. They pasture in summer, they eat straw in winter mostly. That's good to know. Alright, I can't believe somebody was saying that my camp seems unstable. It seems incredibly stable. The only thing that I really lack are skins. And as soon as I can, I want to get those piglets, but for now, I should get sheeping. So, I can get sheep, but how? Domestication allows you to tame wild animals. Once tech is researched, you'll be able to capture or purchase. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Where are the sheep? I also would like to future-proof myself by having a second stable. And then again, maybe a granary would be a more clever thing to invest in. It preserves specifically food. Alright, this wood pile's just getting in my way. I want to have the granary dead center in the village. Okay, doesn't want to be built in any of these places. Once this is gone, that'll probably help me out a bit. Okay, so what do I domesticate to get sheep? There's apparently a wild variant of it. Tell me, game. Domestic animals, sheep. Ah, the mouflons. But where's the mouflon? Are you a mouflon? No. You're a couple of ibexes that I wouldn't actually mind hunting. But where's the mouflon? They're in your belly now. That they are. Hello. Wild horses. Mouflons. Right, this looks like it's an aeon away from my place, but I want a young female. 2 young females are better than 1. Where are the males? That is unfortunate. Well, we'll try and capture those 3 regardless, and then hope that we find ourselves a young male along the way. Jake, right, the 2 ibex. I saw more. I don't have my bearings this far away from home. I don't even know where home is. But I'm probably near it here if I have these set down. Okay, there we go. We're not too far away then. The planting gets done real early in this game. That's good. Well, good for me. But I certainly need more trees chopped down. I'll just take care of blooming everything around here. Oh, our people must have had an insatiable appetite for wood. Alright, there's flint to be had there, and I always seem to be short on it, so... Right, this thing is gone as well, so I can build up my granary. One there, and... one here. That would be cool and all, but I have a feeling that 1 is all I'm going to need for a while. And again, hardly costs me an arm and a leg. Now, we'll see how 1 does first. But the idea of my food lasting more than 1.5 times is quite nice. Flint mines can be built in the depleted deposits. Never thought about that, did I? Production. Flint mine. Increase flint production. Ah, that's cool. But didn't I have somewhere closer? That's for tinnies. Megalith. I thought I extracted some flint a bit closer. Oh, well, that flint's yet to be done. Is the underground mining better, I wonder? Still, that should be mined whilst we have this going. Tim O'Black 420, complete with his cringeworthy name, is coming in and asking, what is this? What is it indeed? It's another young female Mouflon. Stick punk. It's a Stone Age survival city builder, and I'm quite liking it. A doe? A deer? Female what? Oh, mammoths! You must die. I sense a critical mistake incoming, says Void Scroll. You might be right. However, since we know that they're there, let's gather our best and brightest and tell them to go and hunt them together. Where the heck were they? Come on, they should be big, red, scary things. Here we go. Get the dogs as well. Let loose the dogs of war. This guy's just too unhappy to even bother. Fine, old man. We'll do this ourselves. So there's the thing, you tell people to go out and suddenly, I'm unhappy, I'm tired, I'm very unhappy, and it's just... not a fan. Alright, where'd they go? There are a lot of them, sire. However, what are you? Oh, it's a bison. Some of them are running on in for whatever reason. I think you've just gone mad. Going after the Mouflon. I feel like we lost someone along the way. Oh, okay. Some of you are just really straggling. It's just females here. 810, 706, young female. Okay. Good luck with that Mouflon. Mistake, they said. Remember Bambi? This is a lot like that, except even more delicious. Oh, we're gaining so much valuable knowledge from this. And there we go. Good job done by all. Carve it up while you're there. Slake your thirst if you must. Otherwise, quit being so useless and unhappy. Whatever. And thus the mammoth became extinct. Quite likely. Where is it here? Mammoth. Knowledge. So it looks like the big ones give the bigger knowledge. Excellent. But forget that. It's about those big resources. And it's not that far from town. Bit of a trek, and I don't like what feels like the death march from Banished all over again. In early versions of Banished, let's say your people lived here and I wanted to clear this area, so I'd say gather all the rocks here. Well, they would just beeline over here. Oh, I'm starting to feel cold. Oh, I'm starting to feel hungry. Pick up. Oh, I'm really cold and hungry. And maybe there's a perfectly serviceable house with food and warmth here, but they go, nope, dead. Oh, that was a grim time in the Banished builds, but that was eventually fixed. Raiders. What do they come brandishing? Flint axes. That's useful because I got rid of a lot of mine. And that's a pretty stylish linen outfit you have there. Okay, so how does this work? I'm unfamiliar. Like, completely unfamiliar. Let's ignore you and instead have the defense thing up. Alert. Anyone with a weapon will assume combat roles. Everyone else will get inside a building. Open all gates, close all gates. So we should probably close those gates. And I have as many people as we can have here. Not the children, sadly. I don't know, can you get up and use this thing? Oh man, my dog's now trapped in the wall, I guess. Oh, right, well good luck getting in there with the gate closed. I don't think 2's enough up there. Could you get up, please? Well, you don't have something to throw, but you've got a bow. This is a first. Few things more dangerous than another human. Get yourself up there. You know, I feel like this doesn't really give us much of a height advantage over them, but as long as they have the good grace to die. Ah, cool, they're mounting a whole bunch of these things. First raider killed, extra knowledge. It's my kind of knowledge. Old man, no! Okay. Guess they're not that interested. Somebody was killed by a raider. Okay, one of our folks on the walls. Tragic. Alright, you're all a little pathetic, but do you think you could kill that one? Good job. 5 raiders killed. I assume that's all of them. Because they all look pretty dead to me. Alright, groovy. The music is still playing though. I hope that's not a problem. I only counted 5 on their way, so we're probably good. Yeah, the dogs will attack raiders as well, as best as I'm aware. Okay, groovy. I hope I can pluck the bodies for everything that they have. Including meat would be nice, but it doesn't look to be happening. You dropped your sling, you dropped your flint spear, but it doesn't look like I can strip them. Disappointing, but oh well. Hey, it's our sheep. recurrent production of wool, although I don't know how often. Still want more mouflons, but what you gonna do? Alright, so we know they come from there, so it's probably a good idea to, instead of having this where people just die, erect a... what if they ever came along this way? That could be a problem. In short, I don't think this is the best place for that. I should move it... Well, no, I've already got one here. I should move it over here and have this be a couple, or maybe even 3 attack posts, because then we're able to attack with relative impunity. That's the way I see it. Yeah, tower, that's the idea. Watchtowers need logs and sticks and thatching and mud. And I have, no, not mud, skins. But wait, is that leather? Yeah, that is leather. So I'll throw up, I don't know, a number of them. 1, 2, 3 maybe? Again, I don't know the right scales for this. Put one there, I'll put one there, maybe another one there and there. Since I know that people approach me from this angle, I don't know if they'll approach from other angles, but let's work with what we do know instead of what we don't. That's if they always come from the same direction, so Sir Alpha correct. But it's not like I know any better. Oh, we're hanging up meat. I'm sure it's from the things that I hunted earlier, but I'm going to choose to believe that it's from those guys that attacked me. My thoughts on weaving here. I don't have the wool yet. In fact, I have no wool. And I'm assuming it's going to take quite a while for my sheep to give me that wool. So it's probably a better idea to try and find myself a pair of breeding pigs so that I can have good food coming in. Question is, where can I find such a thing? Young male mouflon. Young female mouflon. Yes, that's what the doctor ordered. And what do we have down here? Yeah, it's these things. Good for resources, but a bit far away for hunting. Says the guy that trekked half the earth to go and take down some woolly mammoths. Man, woolly mammoths are probably so incredibly delicious. This is quite the place for dangerous little animals, isn't it? And I still haven't finished carving you up. Well, I guess it must be the local watering hole. More reindeer. Man, I'd love to just establish a hunting place out here. Okay, so it's not bisons, it must be boars, right? There's one boar. Surely there are more. Surely there are more. Oh god, you're just strolling past all these hungry wolves. That seemed like a good idea. How about you folks? Yeah, it's the horses. You probably can domesticate the horses, maybe even the donkeys, but we're probably a ways away from doing that. Boars are not dangerous creatures, so I'm looking for things that are green. I don't want to go on a hell march for them. Oh well, I'm sure they'll show up sooner or later. Such a lack of music in this game. I would like to have it play more often. Either that or kill the music in the game entirely. Grab the... Oh! I knew this was a recipe for disaster. Surprisingly, though. Oh, no, I think Kara's about to buy it. Too bad, should have been better prepared. At least I can put those burial mounds of mine to use. There we go, so somebody's dead here, but people come along and restore their morale, so it's all okay. Why is there a tree inside my... Tannin. No, that's a summer job. Down you go. Spring job. Yeah. We got more tannin than we know what to do with, so away it goes. Feel like we have an awful lot of knives, not a lot of spears. Then again, that's probably down to my lack of flint and bones for making these tools. Yeah, things degrade so easily. On comes the death wave. Oh man, Banished had such a death wave. It was kind of impressive in a way. Build better storage huts so things degrade slower. This is an idea. It might even be a good idea. We have access to storage hut. And we actually have everything we need to build it. Again, I wonder if it can hold more than these. Oh, well, one hopes so, because I'm actually low on storage. Well, let's start by putting one up and see what happens. Or not, seems to be tricky to find the space for you. Alright, well I can relocate it down here, that's no biggie. Still a tad short on logs, and I do need more logs for my wall, but there should be more deforestation happening. I can always tell there to be even more deforestation happening. Again, you can just upgrade them, no need to build a new one from scratch. Indeed, but they're full, so at this point it seems prudent to expand my storage facilities rather than temporarily reduce them. Then again, you'd think more food would go into the granary at this point. Oh wait, no, it mostly is food. Things in the granary will last 2.5 times longer, so that's a whole lot more life than in those storage tents. Good, even the berries and meat should hold out for longer then. Actually, the existence of the granary should help quite a bit in that regard. Still, I want an extra storage hut. And this means I can tell you not to hold food inside these, because that would be daft when we have a granary. And then I can hope to one day hear, "The granary is full, my liege." People are working hard on a lot of things. But I hope they're done soon, because when fall comes... It aches my British heart to say fall, it is autumn. Young male ibex. Alright, I'm actually going to fling up over here the animals. Although it tells me what they are, I would like to know exactly what they are. How many males? How many females? What ages are they? Because I want to always have a breeding pair at least. But I have a feeling that all three of my sheep are female, aren't they? Oh, probably, because I only ever told them to go and get some female mouflons. Okay, there's already a sledge there. Why won't somebody just pick up the sledge? Horses and aurochs aplenty. Have I even killed many horses? I might find that slaughtering more... I haven't slaughtered deer. What is wrong with me? No, we have not been killing wild horses. I think we should kill some wild horses. I'd also like to kill these. Basically, there's a lot of killing to be done. This is a great place to harvest food from. That's a young female deer. Let's hunt it to learn a thing or two about killing deer. Are we weaving clothes and making buildings unlocked yet? What? Are we weaving clothes and making buildings unlocked yet? Making buildings unlocked. Ah, that's screwing with my head there, C-Space. No, we're not weaving clothes. We don't know how to weave. But I also don't have any wool, so that kind of gets in the way of that. Okay, welcome. It is now autumn. There is plenty of harvesting to be done, but I think we'll get it done. And we got 100 thingamajiggers of water. We'll get more knowledge at the 1000th. Alright, labor intensive, but wow, we burned through all the grain last time. Trader, welcome. You don't appear to have knowledge, but you do have an adult female pig. They're all adult females. You also have some wool cloth and some leather outfits, bread, knives, bones. Skins outfits are still quite valuable to us. You have high commission though. I'm not sure I want to trade with you, not for this garbage. Get out of my face. Weaving and clothes making buildings. Well, we'll have to get on that eventually, but we don't. I don't have well digging. There we go. Weaving. Needs thatching and weaving. And an outfitter. It's quite a bit to go then. It's alright, but we'll get this stuff first. We'll fill up the granary. Workload is too high. I get that, but get on with it anyway. Glad I set up many haystacks now. Mouflon has escaped. Tragic. It was just a young female though. I guess it's okay. But maybe it led us to a young male. A young female boar. I want that. Lots of wild horses to be had here. More donkey. It's not good enough. I need a breeding load of boars. To that end, I'm gonna want another stable. The workload's only high because there's all this stuff to harvest. Once that's out of the way, it'll be fine. And another one kicks the bucket from old age. Sure hope these burial mounds don't end up inundated, but they can hold 3 bodies. A rhino, Jake. Have you hunted a rhino? I have not hunted a rhino. Megaliths. That's cool and all, but I want to get weaving at some point. Again, I don't have the wool, but someday I might. Animals that need shelter, 8. Total 10 spaces, so I do need another stable. Well, I will, so I should prepare for needing said stable. Lacking leather. I think it's just lacking people to get on with it. But again, once this is done, and we have all of autumn to get this stuff out, then we'll be okay. Granary's filling up nicely. It's our first watchtower. I don't know. Oh, it can hold 2 people. Excellent. I want another watchtower, and they don't seem too bad for building since it uses leather, which I have spare of. But I said I wanted another bit here for shooting people with. And with that, we've completely walled ourselves in, but I lack defensive structures on this end. I'm going to cheap out a bit and just build wooden platforms, and what I'll do, yeah, I see that hole there. What I'll do is, if I realize an attack comes from elsewhere, then we'll build elsewhere with watchtowers. I think I want another wooden platform around here, and yes, I know I'm out of logs for it, but that's nothing a bit of heavy deforestation during our quiet winter months won't solve. And all these trees still need to go down as well. Who watches the watchtowers? Seems a bit of a stupid question. But when I sound the horn of battle, people seem to run off towards defensive areas, so that will probably work out fine. Probably. How does milk operate as food? Man, we have a lot of stuff to pick up here. Please get on it, folks. Well, a couple of new naked, useless humans have joined in. Hopefully they get to work. Ah, the storage hut. It does. It has 50% extra storage. That's handy. And stuff in there lasts twice as long. Well, that's just fantastic. I will upgrade both of these and maybe just destroy this. Because I don't want to have too many storage huts going on around here. Oh, all this poor stuff's just out there getting minced. Alright, these ones are just escaping. Just screw it. There are other things to be done. 3 sheep. So nobody went and caught that boar then. Tragic. I have a feeling that people keep taking my carts off to other places. Yeah, these could be well loaded up with carts. Transport carts. Ah, but they use leather, right? 2 leather and a bunch of sticks. Your new storage hut is storing food. No, it's not. This granary should hold plenty enough food for everyone. Well, for now. And I have space for a second granary if it comes to that. The deer has escaped. Yeah, okay, I get it. My hunters are useless. Ah, no, I still want that deer dead. Kill it. There's my dog. Cattle domestication, that's the aurochs. There's a dying bison, should be easy enough. And what's with this? Who left these sledges out here? Useless people, that's who. Like Vornak. Some RimWorld type task management would do wonders in this game. I'm not so sure. RimWorld is very much focused on characters. You don't expect to have a high turnover on them. Whereas here, anybody's going to work any job. And quite a lot of it, I imagine. Since I have thatching, I should strongly consider nicer huts for my people. But what's even the point of nicer huts? We have not yet established that. Well, I'm still hurting on mud and such. Actually, I really wonder why. Does it take longer to make or something? Because I never seem to have a lot of mud to hand. And I know we got the harvest done, but you actually need to store the stuff or else that's nae good at all. Lack of warm clothing. Actually, it's more like lack of... A new animal was born, a goat. Wait, 3 goats? And now we have no space anymore. And we have no mud for this either. Oh no. Right, well there's an obvious thing to do, and that's to locate a bunch of our goats and eat them. Because I'd rather have my sheep, although the sheep are female. Maybe the sheep could mate with the goat. It's almost too brilliant an idea for words. Oh, I kick them out? That's not really what I wanted. It seems really hard to navigate to your animals here. Anyway, kill the goat. We'll just kill a bunch of goats. It's probably for the better. And again, the young and the adults. Adult 321. Young 321. Interesting. I think the adult male should be kept to breed with all of the females. Ah, so it's sheltering, so what I can do is kick them out. So, goat, goat. Let's kick out that young male. The adult female, I guess, can still squeeze a few more out. And as they come out, I just say it's slaughter time. Just clubbed it with a bone knife. Fair enough. Ah, we finally killed the deer and we gained valuable knowledge from it. And there we go. There's still a lack of space here. And to me, the sheep are more important than the goats. So I'm going to pop out another young female, I guess. Out you pop. You too shall be slaughtered. Actually, maybe this is over slaughter. Who's the closest to giving me milk here? Well, young males don't give milk. I'm afraid that's no good. You're gonna have to die. And then there's space for everyone in the shelter, which they will likely need. You guys' temperature's going down there. producing milk. Well, if you're milking a male goat, I got some particularly bad news for you. I don't get why mud production is so low though. Maybe it's just because... No, you're getting water. You are also getting water. Well, Furious Bee, the slab simulator goes swimmingly. We're just about done with this age, actually. Close enough, right? We just need copper smelting to go forward. I don't know if I need a well. Hydropower. Oh, that's a ways away. I can't imagine any need for a bridge. But apparently I need it for donkeys. Then there's the Megalith, which is probably pretty good for morale. People don't look that sad, though. Just need my worthless people to get on with their work. Again, a female pig. Not looking for... well, I will need females, but I'll need a male too. Low commission, so it's a good time to start buying stuff, but he's not giving me any... He's not giving me any. Yeah, I'm not seeing any knowledge out of him, so it doesn't seem worth my time. Slaughtered goats, now we have all the space we need in the stable, and we're probably good. And another one bites the dust. Oh no, some bread that was left out there is gone. Hang on, young female. Young male. Oh, that's a breeding pair. And another young female. Oh, hoo, hoo. And the boars are legging it closer to the settlement. I like the way this is going. Well, on you get, folks. We need those. Then again, they're probably not going to like not having a home to go to, but I don't understand why the mud is so slow. There is plenty of mud for everybody. And my mud limit is low, and I don't have mud. Perhaps people are too busy to go and get said mud. But I do really need said mud. Not sure if one patch of water can support more than one type of job, so all water gathering might be blocking the mud. Ooh. That would be very strange, wouldn't it? Like, why would that even be a thing? Then again, it would maybe explain what that is? I mean, there is endless water, so there's very little reason to do anything more than a little bit of water gathering like so. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're on to a winner there. The mud is exhausted there, that's fine. That's where we get water, this is where we get mud. This is where we get mud, automatically said so. Alright, that's it. That seems very strange, but there we go. Maybe that's what the well is for, so you don't need to gather from the water place. Yep. Which is a good reason to consider well digging next. But I'm fairly short on resources for building up as we are right now. can't say I'm thrilled about the degradation being applied to everything in the game, but I guess that's just how it goes. Looks like people are finally going to get those boars, which is good because winter is almost over. Even though I don't have this thing for people. Okay. Going with one piece of mud. Ah, here comes the mud line. And just like that, mud production has come to new bounds. Yerzor. He died of old age, but he didn't go quietly, did he? At least he was kind enough to drop his bow. Excellent. Oh, back he comes. It's alright, just shove him into the burial mound. It's gonna make everybody happy anyway. Tents eat a lot of leather for repair. Well, I hope they don't eat leather. They should be eating dry skin. But they're mostly looking okay. Heavens knows what the new kind of living abode is going to take up. But I said I'd build out to this direction. Alright, winter survived. That means there's a whole lot of work to be done planting those crops. This also needs to be erected. And there we go, we got some wool. Again, I need more mouflon, I need a breeding pair of them. I really hope that my pigs are... Oh god, you grew up fast. Adult female. Where's the other of your kind? Ah, they're both adult females. I need breeding. Go and capture that young male and bring him back and tell him it is his destiny to have enormous amount of piggy sex with these giant pigs. Because just look at that. The meat, the skin, not a lot of bone on them. But I guess the real reason you keep pigs around is for the meat. I mean, that said, well, couldn't hurt to diversify the diet with some pigs. I don't know how many of them they breed, but well. I'm keen on having rather a lot of animals since they seem very low maintenance if all they eat is straw. And I do like animals. I hear you, game. We're working on it. A lot of work to be done, but people are doing the work. Haha, indeed. That's right, tannin. I do collect tannin, don't I? And I never really seem to use it because I'm always short on skins. Alright, I gotta say, this looks pretty good. It'll look pretty better once these things are upgraded, when I eventually get that mud flowing. I wonder if you've gone and grabbed all the mud. That could be a real problem if mud ends up being a sticking point. But there's plenty more mud to be had out there. I'm fairly certain the water will be inexhaustible. So let there be mud extraction. I think I need quite a bit of mud. There's another lake for you to expand towards in the east. Assuming this is east, perhaps you mean that. I mean, my expansion is not very far. We used to be this. At most, we've expanded out to here and taken this, all in the All in the immediate vicinity. Hello. Ah, they're reindeer. Cull the reindeer. Ah, they come out individually, so they just scatter like that, which is a real shame. Oh well, perhaps not. They didn't go very far. Alright, you got too far away, forget that. I still don't think it's the most efficient way of doing things. But I'm not sure what would be. The skin is very welcome. In Jake's world, Christmas reindeers are replaced with bisons. Reindeer's pretty delicious. I imagine bison would be too, but I can't think of having eaten any. Okay, I imagine we've got the pigs since we're up to 3. Again, would it kill the game to tell me what I have? Maybe there is. Maybe there is information about that. Let's look at manage. Stats. Welfare isn't great. Prestige is getting there. Rolling Megalith. Resources? No. Limits? No. Milestones? Unlock all Neolithic founder crops. Getting there. Actually, we could get something else. I want to check out this well. It's a hole in the ground to extract water. Fascinating. Then it goes dead center of our colony. And I never built the other production things that we got. Weavers and outfitters. Seems like something that we could have down here. Well, actually I don't know what the weavers are going to even use, but whatever. I'll put down 1 weaver, 1 outfitter, and I'll figure out the rest. Oh my. Things are getting borderline advanced here. That's right, we'll keep them as far away from the stables as possible. That makes sense. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. Then again, well, at the very least I'll put them around here. Pile of sticks really get in the way of putting what I want here, so away that pile of stick goes. Apparently male goats can produce milk. That's information I didn't wish to find out about, says Void Scroll. Thanks for sharing. Our days are a bit more enlightened now. Okay, there's not enough work for my lazy people to do, is what I would say, but apparently there is, and they're just not doing it because they're lazy. I'm really thinking the storage tent can just be destroyed once this thing's built. I should have plenty of storage space with all that done. But if I empty the contents, they're just going to be kicked out to the ground, aren't they? In a manner of speaking, let's just get rid of this thing. It's taking up valuable space. They missed the opportunity to do the right hold thing and alternate building models adjacent to walls. That was the ultimate comfort that Stronghold 1 provided. Hey, the well is up. So people can get water there, which means I don't need this as a water place. So we're going to remove that work, and we're going to turn you into a get mud place. Except it needs to be replenished. Fair enough. Well, we got 3 bits of wool. Anybody care to guess the scales of production on wool? And again, I only have 3 sheep, and they're all female, right? Alright, I really want another muffle-on thing. Your horses. Hey, these horses are fairly, well, it's spring and people don't have anything better to do. Go kill me some horses whilst I hunt out for the Muffaflocks. What are they called again? What am I even after? Not those boars, that's for sure. And not the aurochs. Not yet. Mufflon, that's what I'm thinking about. Ibex. Or Ibex. It won't be one of these. The Mufflon is a very gentle creature. Perhaps down at the watering hole. There we go. Adult female, adult female, adult male. I wish I could get the adult male. Young female, young female. No, that's not what we need. Certainly not an old female either. I guess what I could do is go and get these 2 young females, and when I do get a male, it'll come and plow every last one of them, and I should experience a renaissance of wool production. Blind at it again. It even said male. Yo, what? We got an adult female, another adult female. I can click on this to look at all of them. Young female, old female. I don't see any males. So too bad. You see, Demon, I don't mind people calling me blind if they're actually right, but you're very wrong. Eat it. Alright, almost ashamed to get rid of our first storage tent, but away it goes. New crops yet? No, we don't have any new crops, but I could well consider researching pulse domestication. Could be useful. This is a real happening place now. Animals that need shelter 12, total shelter 20. I'm less enamored with the pigs, but I'm very enamored with sheep because that'll give me the ability to, yep, make wool cloth and linen. Do I even have linen? I don't think I do. 1 bit of wool makes 1 bit of cloth. But when I get this outfitter established, sounds like a very trendy place for where we are here. They should start making us other warm things. Oh, Vireg has died of old age too. Probably going to need more burial ground space at this rate. There we go, it's our first wild horse kill. What do I get from it? Mostly meat, which is a little disappointing, but oh well. not really sure it was worth everybody's time trekking all the way out there for some wild horse meat, but do it they did. Come on, where are those mouflons? That's an Ibex, that's a Mega Whatsit. That's the boar. Don't mind the boars so much, but where are... Oh, we're starting to get a bit far away, but we do have mouflons here. Adults. Not what the doctor ordered. Loads of mouflons. Hey, this is a whole bunch of them, but they're reindeers. And now we're a bit far away from anything that I could reasonably go for. Hello. Woolly old female rhino. You're a long, long way from camp. But I've never hunted one, and you're worth 2. So hopefully somebody can grab a dog, some gall, and head out on the prowl. It's a long way to go. Probably need some combat rations along the way. Will you ever play Patrician 4 again? Asks Carlos Boliva. I'm scared as to why you would be after that. But no, I have no intention of playing it again. I did everything in my perfect hands a playthrough. In fact, I would challenge you for what is there left to do in the game. However, there is Port Royale 4 coming out this year, and I will be playing that. And somebody else is popping his clogs. This is causing a lot of people to get unhappy. I mean, people die. It's what happens to them. And I have places to bury them. How's the incestuous goat farm going, Jake von Habsburg? Yeah, we cull the extras, but we have plenty. I'm sure Port Royale will be a fulfilling and exciting experience, lies Naffle. Okay, now we can make linen and wool. Why would I ever make linen when I can do wool? And also, linen isn't very warm. Light outfit to wear in warm temperatures, increases welfare, offers slight protection. Okay. Wool offers slight protection, increases welfare, but protects from cold. Alright, well, we're going to need a lot of wool for that. But hopefully we get lots of wool. And one piece of thingamajigger makes 2 of them. So, bring on the sheep. I shouldn't have you there. I'm eventually going to need more stable space. But I'll keep you there for now in case we get invaded. Now here's some screaming. Maybe if that escaped wild horse. Mouflons, all adults. That's a rough one, Naffle. Ooh, our bakery is doing well. We've produced 250 bread, and we've gained valuable knowledge that we could turn into pulses, but we could also make megaliths, and I want that. What did I even get there? Well, I got a new human, whoop-de-doo. This allows you to build megalithic structures that increase the settlement's prestige and help improve morale. Okay, what can I make? Are they spiritual? Yeah. Men here and a stone circle. Oh my goodness. Why would I build either of these things, game? Tell me more. guess it's under structure, spiritual, stone circle. Large structure composed by several megaliths arranged in a circle greatly increases prestige, allows a boost to your people's morale. 4 simultaneous people recovering a lot of morale sounds awesome. But that's a lot. A dolmen costs 3, I'm not sure if I even have that. But I can make men here, which is also good for that. Okay. So, with this megalith here, I can mine it out and mine you out. However, if I recall well, I need to build a transport for... Huh, I thought there was something about megalithic transports. Perhaps I was completely wrong. That seems wrong, right? This stuff is huge. How are they even going to get it back? Why would anyone not build a megalith? Civilization declined when we stopped, chimes in McCain. Ah, here's the dolmen. Sure. What can I do with dolman? It's not spiritual though, not at all. It's a funeral one. Dolmen. Okay, there we go. We can bury 10 bodies in one, but it needs 3 megaliths. How many are here? 1, you say? Well, there's another 1 here, but I have a feeling you're going to be at that for a while. These things are huge. Aha. Oh, but he's high commission, so he can sod off. Adult female pigs again? What is with trying to give me all the pigs? Slings are fairly useless, and I should be trying to get rid of useless things right now. I don't know, I have a buffet. Bread is only worth 1, but if I have too much bread, it might be a good idea to get rid of it. Look at this, I can make tons of this stuff. Maybe I should see what can be done with all this. No, the cost on that is ridiculous. Some extra wool cloths would be pretty nice though. Even at those savage prices. And I don't know why I have so many harpoons. I need to stop producing harpoons. There we go. Bone harpoons are off the menu since I don't fish anymore. Nor should I need to fish. It's not like fish is a bad source of food, but we have bread now. The greatest advancement of mankind. Well, it's... No, it can't replace deforestation. Adult female sheep. I need, Wait, no, the sheep are fine, right? No, they're not. I still need that mouflon. The male mouflon, he's got to be out there somewhere. And heavens knows where he is. That's an Ebrex. I'm not good at telling which one's the mouflon just by looking. Mouflon adults. And the reindeer. I guess I kind of need to wait a season and have them breed. Because again, they're all adults here. Regardless what somebody else tries to tell me. Hey, there's that woolly rhino. Why did it not get hunted? Was somebody too scared to hunt it down? Probably. something botted out here. Is the wall just for looks, or do you actually fight enemies? Oh, we fight. Or rather, enemies come to fight up. Where is my settlement? Whew. I'm gonna need a megalith just to improve people's happiness. Prepare for transport, okay. Ah, interesting. I hope I get these materials back when I'm done. Uses leather that I don't have, which is a big shame. I mean, I'm trying to continually produce leather. It's not like I don't have tannin or raw skins. Perhaps I need more raw skins. Who provides the most skins out of what I have here? Sheep give 2, pig gives 1. No, pig gives 2 as well. How about my goats? Where are my goats at? 2, okay. I guess cattle give more of that. I still need skins though. And there's not a lot of work to be done right now, so we could go out and slaughter all these boars. And yes, I suppose I could take in the young, but I'm pretty sure I have a male pig already, and I'm not desperate for them to reproduce like mad. Well, spare the female, capture her. The rest must die. You're not doing too hot there, are you? But you are wearing leather, and you do have a dog helping you. There we go. Sometimes the meat just comes to you. Oh, and off our people trot on the hunt. Oh, who did it? Who got ourselves this? Oh, just 2 of them? No, that can't be right, but you're too tired. I know you're tired, but get on with carving that. Get full Monster Hunter on it. I guess they are a long way from home, but come on. It's not that far. Also, I'm lost. There we go. Oh. Well, these ones are having less of a good time against this adult male woolly rhino. Could I find its stats, please? You know, like its health and stuff. Oh, well, that's because it's very dead. Hey now, everyone does their part. Carve that thing up. Starving. Well, grab whatever you want out of the pantry. We got loads. Berries, meat, bread, more meat, a pear, some pulses. I would want to even just eat a meal out of pulses. How does that work? I wonder where those megaliths go. Look, I don't think I have a megalith storage facility. Maybe you need to have a building done. Alright, well, could not hurt to have one of these ready for people to go and pray to. There you go. Okay, kind of raking in the knowledge now. They go right to the building place. Okay, then I guess we don't need this. We can just leave them there. It's not like it's going to rot away, right? Oh my god, it has condition. What happens when your Megalith starts breaking up? Maybe I shouldn't have mined you. Hey, it's a giant stone, I'm sure it'll be fine. Wow, Trogor finally died. He's been here for a while. Okay, time for lots of workload. It's harvesting season again. This must be the worst time to be attacked. Everyone's out here harvesting and suddenly it's sound the horn. I just needs one bit of leather and I got plenty of raw skin. A lot of them are being turned into less raw skins as we speak. Just as well, because some things need a bit of need repairs. And they drink those up for repairs, don't they? I would like to finally start building some huts. Looking at it, I have the mud, I definitely have the straw. I have everything I need, really, except for the sticks. Wow. Low on sticks. Never thought I'd see that day. Okay, folks. There's stick collecting to be done. And there's no such thing as too many sticks. Should probably slam down a second one around here. Plenty of sticks out there to be had. And they'll probably go, but where do we put all the sticks? So let's make sure there's a storage point for wood right there. Shouldn't need one around here, right? We've had it before. Yeah. Yeah. Look, there's a place right there for sticks. That's hardly the longest distance to go. Karob also just couldn't keep it together. I think I'm really low on storage. No, the bodies rot away faster than expected. Boy, I think people are looking forward to tucking their teeth into this delicious woolly rhino meat. I know I would be. I could go for anything after today's dinner. I had a quarter a head of cabbage and thought, man, there's no such thing as eating too much cabbage. And then I discovered that yes, there is. Young male mouflon. Young female. I want them all. The adults will probably kill. Do you consider this game difficult in any way? I remember you playing Frostpunk and going through heavy times there. This looks like a cakewalk. It's not a challenging game, and I'm not convinced it was built to be a challenging game. It's built to be a very relaxing game. And it is fairly relaxing. And I don't think it would suit being that challenging, really. You think it'd be fun to have loads of raiders come down, kill every pops, and away they go? You're not attached to these things, so I don't really feel a great sense of loss when Vornak or Marech dies. So it's not an emotionally invested game. But you play different games for different reasons. If this was just giving me the same Frostpunk vibes, then I'd go, wow, I think I'll just play Frostpunk instead. Probably. These totem poles appear to never go off. So here's hoping that our Megalith doesn't either. I just came in from YouTube Frostpunk videos. This is happening too many times. Thanks for getting these lazy people back to work through all the age of man. Cheers, miserable such. A lot of people have been coming in these days saying, hey, I came in from seeing your Frostpunk stuff. Which is just very strange to me, but what you gonna do? Never expected Frostpunk to explode the way it did. And for the makers of the game, I'm really happy that it did. Great game. Man, I am gonna need that second granary sooner than I thought. It costs wood, but we have people making wood for us, so it's okay. Clunk. Jake, if you Google Frostpunk Extreme, your vids pop up first in Google. Try that on incognito mode, because it's probably biased by having you come to DDR Jake things already. Probably. I wouldn't claim to be an expert at this. First structure, or the first time we built ourselves a rolling megalith. So, oh dear goodness, you're going to be taking your time with that. Yerealk. He's going through some rough times, the poor guy. He'll be at that for a while. But the harvest is done. I just wish people would actually bring the harvest over rather than just dropping it where it was. New human is born, and oh, that's right, I wanted to start actually building some huts. One, two, three. And we'll see how much better they are, if at all, than the regulars. Good thing this doesn't lack in water. Imagine if it refilled. This is a great efficiency boost though, meaning people don't have to trek. Not that this is a long way, but when you consider all the people that would be doing that, they don't trek that way for it. 13 animals need shelter. We have space for 20, and I trust I got those piglets. Not pig. No, it was the sheep that I was after. And I'm not convinced I did, because I'm not seeing them all. I'm only seeing 4, I would expect to have a bit more, right? But the game doesn't tell me. I want to be able to manage my animals here. Wait, animal population reached 20? I guess we are getting them. Ah, right, but that's counting my dogs, which don't need shelter. First 7 results for Frostpunk Extreme and Incog are you for me, says C-Space. Well, there we go. I've watched some other Frostpunk videos, but they're just... There's no nice way of saying it. They don't have the competence at the game that I'm looking for. I was wondering if I could pick up some extra tips on the game from watching other people play, but I'm just picking up quite the opposite. A couple of goats are born, and I'm very tempted just to pop their clogs. But I just don't have animal management here. Milestones, defense, tax. Maybe it's under more. Domestic. Ah, haha, there we go. Except I still don't see... No, we got it exactly here. Females and males. Wonderful, this is what I was after. But I can't slaughter them from here. Alright, so I got one male that will, when he becomes an adult, will hopefully impregnate the females and start spawning my pig empire. This one young male, when he becomes an adult, has a lot of work in front of him, and the goats will just take care of whenever. I should probably try to maintain a cap of 10 goats. Seems good. Well, maybe I could have more, especially if I get another stable. Ooh, I can make reinforced platforms. Let's get rid of this, move it along a bit, have another stable erected, and let's let our goats and everything breed for a bit. Because I would like to have a fairly high number of them, but sheep are what I want the most of, so that I can get clothes out of them. Where's that megalith? Well, it's on its way. Right. Oh, I see. Here it is. More people are coming to do it, though. It's probably not how it works, but good job. Okay, trader. Low commission, and you sell me stilting. I'll take it. You also sell logs, perhaps more importantly, wool. I got a lot of skins, and I'm less interested in skins these days, but they still cost. Well, they're probably spare skins. There you go, take some of them. Take some of my axes as well. It's got plenty of axes, and I hope I stopped producing harpoons. I don't need harpoons. I always have more tannin than I need. I can sell off bread too. Got a lot of stones, but I should probably keep those stones. Bows. Just because they have good value, I'll throw them in. And I kind of always feel like I need more logs. So let's buy some extra logs. Yoink. Okay, stilting. Tell me about bridges. A structure, in order to ease the crossing of rivers, this is especially useful for sledges and carts, as otherwise they would have to cross via the nearest ford. I can't honestly see myself doing much of that. Charts. Food, straw, pop, domestic animals. Activity, subsisting. Tasks, knowledge, we know about you. Structures, and that megalith is doing something. I really want to see what Jake does when he unlocks the metallurgy, since he already is a little boxed in his village. Really? I got all this space to expand into. I'm just not, because I don't need to, and I don't see the need to overexert myself at this point. Our access to water here is great. Yeah, walls can be demolished, extended, all sorts. What I would likely do is, once I expand quite a bit, I will make this into the planting fields and have a second walled in area here to expand further. That seems reasonable to me. Well, everyone's doing their best with men here. The winter has arrived, if people could kindly pick up that straw and such. Right, I'm really curious how these huts are. They already look so much better than these dung pile tents. So this is the bunkhouse, is it? What goes even higher than this, though? A roundhouse. Oh, I need masonry for that, it seems. Well, I'll be. That's a little pathetic. It only gives me one extra. And it requires fuel. What? A construction made out of mud with a thatched straw roof. People can rest, shelter, and cook in it. It's more durable than a tent and can house more people. It requires thatching. Resources last longer. It lasts for 5 years. Tents last for 3. Huts give more prestige, house more people. Raw food can be cooked and eaten, also provides heat. What about the roundhouse? Lasts for ages. Constructed of stone, thatched, more durable. Requires masonry, requires stones. I'm drowning in stones. Still, there we go. Now the privileged elite can enjoy their significantly better housing. And you know, they're not that expensive to build, and if they last longer... That's 600 versus 300. Nice. Very nice. God, must feel great strolling out of here and seeing all these plebs. And they have to acknowledge how much superior you are. Okay, it's finally here. 2 people can use it at once, but it restores quite a bit of morale. Alright, good. I mean, these skull poles don't do a whole lot, and they can only be used 1 each, but I got them dotted around the place. Just praying at this giant stone. Why even? We do. Our rock's bigger than your rock. I wonder if the crafting houses will always look grim like this, but it looks like they never degrade, so thank God for that. Did I lose my Megalith roly-poly machine, though? Feel like I did. Is it possible to stop repairing the old houses? I don't know. Don't know at all. They do drink through my skins, sure, but at least now that I have animals, I'll have my own production of skins internally without having to venture out into the unknown. Oh my goodness, look at all these aurochs begging to die. How can I not? Aurochs have 4 skin apiece. I need to kill them. It's a slow winter. Go, my people, come on. Not much of an attack, really. It's kind of legging it. Cheh, you call that an escape? It's still right there. Kill it. No, my dog. Well, it died a hero. Down they all go. Well, that'll provide a very reasonable amount of skins. I could become a full-on cattle farmer, I'm sure. 1 less mouth to feed, says One Motion. However, dogs do not require any maintenance at all. Dogs, blah 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 blah. Excellent guards. They will keep on coming to the village at a steady rate, depending on your population. They eat the leftovers from humans, so they don't require to be fed or given shelter. Actually, speaking of given shelter, I have 17 that require shelter. So I need to build myself another stable. Up. And I still want the defensiveness of a wooden platform here, please. Up. Not sure I understand why there's that hand to go. Oh, I guess one of these things needs to be sheared, maybe? That's what I'll choose to believe. The aurochs are at it again. Not killing my dog this time. This guy's cold because he's wearing a leather outfit. Well, you know what to do. Get changed. Get warm. Survive. Well, I feel like an asshole now, says One Motion. Don't worry, many people here do. Tons of straw. Like, I don't even know what to do with all this straw. Is there anything I can make that is just abusively heavy on straw? Not that I can see. I feed animals with it, but... Animals eat straw, yeah, I get that, but... I guess part of the problem is straw doesn't last that long in the haystack. But I get so much of it, especially from barley, that I shouldn't even worry about it for now. That will drink into your supplies, and later houses need straw for maintenance. Should be fine though, these houses last forever. As long as I'm not using skins to keep these things fully operational. Not made of skin. Jeez, this wood pile that nobody has ever used is getting in our way. Ah, people aren't even living in these better huts. We've got ache. And that's it. Alright, the Besaid Aurochs have run away. And Jaruk returns empty-handed. What are you doing? Going to Jirak. Cave bears. And this cave bear's standing up as if it's trying to be human. More than bear. Okay, let's get ourselves some pulses and some flax. I don't think pulse is particularly good for me whatsoever. But I haven't grown any of these. Wow, there's a lot to choose from. Game, I need some inspiration here. Foods, pulses, the seeds of many types of legume fruits. They need to be cooked. Okay, can you tell me anything more about them? Game says no. Game says I'd rather not. Ah, here we go. Oh, planted in winter, harvested in summer? That seems useful. It looks like that's the case with all the pulses, which means I can have crop rotation and split my excessive amounts of work. It's not telling me that any of them are more useful than the other, so I guess it's just a whole lot of the same here. That is interesting to me. But I don't want to do that right now. I'm happy enough doing... Oh, I haven't done rye. What's so good about rye? An all-round cereal, more resistant than most, produces a good amount of grain. Disease resistance is 15%, 50% chance extra grain. Yeah, I mean, rye sounds pretty great, but we're a ways away from rye, right? No, but I want to know a bit more about flax too. Plants, flax. For linen, ooh, that seems good. Clothes that don't depend on skins sound amazing. But we're not there yet. You are barley. I'll take some more einkorn at this moment. And of course it should be mucho priority. Alright, keep it on. I've got the sticks, although not a lot of them. But people are still grabbing sticks, right? Not really. There are not sticks currently to grab. Oh, but there are plenty here. You guys ain't grabbing the sticks there, but there are plenty there. Excellent. Not really... Oh yeah, there's a place for sticks here. Groovy. Keep it up, folks. There's work to be done. New humans, 4 of them. Again, probably naked and useless. like an old man Balach. You've probably been around for a while because you're actually dressed. I'll get to work. I gotta say, the morale issues have gone away ever since we've erected this men here. And people seem awfully proud of their work building these huts. I'm surprised that people aren't moving to said huts, though. Should I start taking down the tents? Probably. I don't like the way that they keep consuming my my goods. What I should do is focus on the ones that are dying, so that I don't have to worry about repairing them down the line. Plenty of life in a bunch of the other ones. Why not upgrade your buildings instead of tearing them down? Because they disgust me. When you conquer yourself an Italian city, you either move there in entirety or you burn the whole thing down and start anew. Okay, now that we have space for 60 creatures, we should start setting limits. Goats, I'm thinking 10 goats. Sheep, I want a lot of sheep. 30 sheep and 20 pigs. That's good, that keeps us at 60. They'll be teared down if you upgrade them anyway. Minor details. There we go. We survived winter yet again. The huts are built, so we gain more knowledge. And hopefully we tear down these abominations soon too, and people start actually moving into these better huts. Yeah, people sound borderline happy. Where do I see information on how happy people are? Look at that. Welfare is great. Prestige is growing. Wonder what happens at 1,000. How about the animals nearby? Can I bolster my animal population at all? With ease at that. The auroch. Still loads of animals that hang around over here. Some ibexes if I was interested, but I'm mostly just interested in the sheep. Mouflon, but it's an adult male. You'd think that would mean there are other mouflons around here. Yeah, well, it's a shame the game only stays paused in that mode. People don't have permanent residence, they just pop in a random house when they need to. How about that? Oh god, no. Please no. An actual hut. These huts look extremely cozy. I hope I'm not the only one thinking that. But I'm quite certain I'm not. I hope lack of bones and flint isn't impacting my tools at all, but it seems like we have plenty. I already stopped the harpoon production, as I should. Loads of knives. Alright, seems fine. Mitochondria was a mistake. We should have stayed as single cells, says One Motion. Nonsense. Stagnation is failure. Alright, as often, there's a lot of work to be done in spring, getting all these plants done, but I told them that they are high priority, so people are getting on it with their big sticks. Not that we're really hurting for food right now. In fact, one wonders if I don't have too much grain. But that grain must be left over from the last harvest, and it's keeping like mad, so that's good. Bread is keeping less like mad, but that's okay. bringing my prized mud back to my home. You don't have too much food, you have not enough people, says Zarek. Well, I can't expand my population manually, sadly. Can only grow when I have capacity for it. Don't listen to Jake, he'll regret it when all the fancy cells in his little toe are stubbed against a table. Actually, I've got a workout bench that a lot of people stub their toes on when they're at my my home. And I too also stub my toe on it quite frequently. But every time I do I laugh, because whilst I must be feeling incredible pain, I also get to laugh at those others who stub their toe on it. Okay, I hope that pig boy is grown up, because yeah, he is. He's an adult male. Oh, but the females are old. I'm not sure if old females are still capable of giving birth. You'd think that would be information in the game. Animals. Adult females will get pregnant and give birth to new animals. Okay, so when they're old, they don't. Fortunately, there are some boars, including this young female who we're going to capture. I hope that it become... No, old males can still impregnate the adults, so we'll just go out and grab those two. I think welfare and prestige might be important for getting more people. I understand you entirely. We need more of these megaliths, that's what you're saying. Say no more. Where are they? I want to build another big thing, I suppose. What'll it be? It's 6 for stone circle. I'm quite certain we can't manage that. But we could get ourselves dolmen. Yeah. I can shove it right over here. I can get rid of these other crummy burial mounds. Still, we only know where one of these things are. Where are the others? Also, how do I tell where it is? That's one, right? What does it look like? Just a big pile of stone. Aha! 2 of them. Perfect. That'll give us the 3 we need to erect this thing, which means we should also shove our transport over there. We have the leather, we have the logs. Do you think Patrician 4 is possible to play without ever buying or let auto traders buy goods? You could get treasure maps until you are a wholesaler and build up production. There are certain... well, yeah, until you are... Okay, so you're going to block promotions in Patrician if you don't own businesses. And I think, like you say, you become wholesaler and you can't advance further. Which is fine. I mean, for one, that's going to block piracy. But it's going to stop you from accessing a whole bunch of things. You can't run the guild. You won't get special privileges. You won't be able to create your own colonies, which means the AI will do it. And again, you can play that way. You could just build houses. You could make a killing off of houses, especially if you're the one cornering all the trade of wood and brick. So the answer is yes, you could do that. The follow-up question was, would anybody want to do that? And I'm not the person that would. Priya Moz1 says, new Frostpunk challenge, worst law run. You can only choose the worst law in your opinion each time, and you must keep your promises or game over. Sounds like Utopia, so I'm not terribly interested. I'm also not really keen on more Frostpunk runs until there's new content for it. I have exhausted a whole lot of that game by now. You'd think I don't have enough food drying, but it's just that people aren't taking it off. I mean, they've finished all their planting work, so they need to get on with the everything else work. Sledge is no longer usable. But where? I wonder if it's one of the ones that somebody dragged out to the watering hole over here and never actually... over here, right? Mouflons. All adults, of course. Somebody dragged one out here and it just wasted away. Don't know why it doesn't tell me how many dogs I have here. I have to do mental arithmetic to figure this one out. Why did I think I had space for 60 when in fact I have space for 30? That's what I thought when I set these limits. Well, I stand by those limits. I can always manually slaughter them. And I can also always build more stables. They're not that excessive. And I'm not even sure all the stables have to be inside my walls. Why would they? Tempted to build some out here. Just have them on the other side. What would be the problem? I guess I wouldn't be able to see to them when raiders come. But I think we can survive long enough like that. Oh well, that's a problem for when I have a few more. It's not like I can't afford that. We actually have... No, we don't have a lot of mud, actually. I wonder if there's another way to get loads of mud in the game. The real Frostpunk challenge is not playing again. Jake failed it many times. I'm doing alright now. The Frostpunk addiction has largely subsided, and so is the Monster Hunter addiction, for what it's worth. I was getting way into Mon Hunt. Oh, you should not be storing food. Everything else is okay, and man, it really feels like it's lasting a whole lot longer there. Factorio addiction, yeah, that's under control. It's under wraps. Alright, this is good. I want flax, and I want copper age. And I think we can speed 8 our way towards a lot of that, because there's not a lot going on. Unless we get raided again, of course. But then I just sound the horn and off we go. It's a shame they go over here, and then I guess back here with it. Inefficiency, can't handle it. Trader, what have you got? Oh, just the flax I was looking for. Well, I'll give you whatever you need for it. I do have a lot of bows. I'll give you all the bows. One always needs sickles. I'll give you all my bread as well. I'll give you a chunk of meat too. Can't think what to do with it. I guess tannin. No, leather seems like something that's a bit useful to me. I have way too much straw, actually. Let's drown you in a bit of straw. You have average commission, which is a shame. And some adult male pigs. It's a lot of sickles to give away. I like my sickles, but not only that, I actually use my sickles. Get rid of the axes. And there we go. Flax domestication get. Trouble with flax is that it's probably sown in spring, and spring is just about over. Also, we have a neo farmer. I wonder if the game saves all these kinds of screenshots so it shows you the growth of your little community here. Alright, flax sounds really useful. Can I conceivably plant a bunch of flax in time? Let's see if we can make this happen. There's not a lot of spring left, but I did tell people to get on this. Oh, they kind of gave up now. Okay, well, we'll see if we get anything out of it. Duckfang said, I was about to jokingly suggest a Frostpunk no food challenge, but I'm pretty sure he's already done that. Yes, I did. I called it Soylent White. It was a very enjoyable challenge for the game. I wonder what kind of challenges there are for this. Again, it's not particularly challenging gameplay, I feel. But maybe it is an extreme mode. I've only played this game for... Oh, chings. Looked like that thing was getting butchered, but no. It's just having its wool chopped up, which takes a long time. There we go. A long time for one bit of wool. Yikes. I guess deep down it was less time than going out, killing something, carving it up, bringing it back, drying it out, and all sorts. But still. It has some scenarios and a hard mode where the raids are more common. Jeez, man. That is inefficient as it gets. It's our 100th pile of mud, and we feel we've come to a greater understanding with mud. Copper Age is just 10 knowledge away. And I'm sure when we have the dolmen complete, we'll be even more enlightened. So I need to prepare the transportation of these. Could also go and kill this auroch. I'm sure there's plenty more. Okay, I need to kill more megaloceros, cave lions, hyenas. But I'd need a whole lot more aurochs killed before we learn more. We'll get rid of you. There's not a whole lot of tree destroying to be done. And those sticks are all very much gathered. At least there is still food that we can get here. There we go, still sticks to be had. I want them all. Hey, there we go. Some of the flax is growing. We'll get that tiny amount of linen yet. I would just generally like to be able to have more clothes. So when next season comes around, we'll just have more of this flax done. Let's see, 1 bit of flax is 1 bit of linen, so 1 bit of flax is 2 clothes. That's a pretty sweet deal. The downside is that it's not warm, and my people do moan about not being warm enough. Alright, one wonders what advancements I have left to do at this point. We built our defensive things. I mean, I could build more watchtowers. One could always build more watchtowers. Got no leather for it, mind. This includes the ones that people are wearing, right? Linen is the new leather. So I can stop the production of leather outfits. Right. I suppose I could. Seems dangerous since we're over a year away from having any linen stuff, so we'll still keep doing it for a little bit. It's just that it chews up all my skins. Tell them to man up, Jake. That clearly taps off kind of weather. Thank you, Dark Young, for your insightful commentary. I was laughing at something you said earlier today. I just can't remember what it was. I was probably remembering when you said, "Oh, come on, I barely touched you." I'm wondering if there's stuff I can still build. Apparently we want more wells, more huts, more... Oh, well, another storage hut would do us. And another stable would do us. Alright, well, that being what it is, let's cut down these worthless trees that are right outside our neighborhood. And then we can sling up some stables. I could have another storage hut, but I mean, jings, I got a lot of them. I got a lot of storage space. Why, though, are you holding materials? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I guess it does last longer there, but it just seems to make a lot more sense to hold them in the rock pile or wood piles. And again, I did in a lot of my wood piles, didn't I? I guess it's not the end of the world if they're stored in there. And again, they do last for longer. Oh, I'll get 2 knowledge for doing the dolmen. That's good. And a couple more rolling megaliths means I need to find a couple more megaliths. So a couple of totems and a storage hut. But I'm hard pressed to say that I want to build 2 more totems. Yeah, bones I don't have so much of these days. So where are those megalith rocks at? Oh well, here are those ebexes. Ah, there's one of them. We'll get it back here eventually, and that'll eventually get its leather. But the reason I'm not getting leather is because I don't have skins. I don't have skins because I'm not slaughtering the local wildlife. So let's take down that auroch. A young female Muflon. I want that. Finally, a game I can express my desire for sheep in. Not a ton of skins on those. Loads of animals to be had out here, but it's a bit far of a trek. And since it's just about harvesting season, I'd rather get my stuff done closer to home. So let's slaughter these. Yeah, my people are in need of jobs anyway. Why? Why even tell me that? The auroch is long dead. Bringing back the meat, the bone, but I need that skin. Animal population at 25 is more. Ah, that's good. And I'll get even more at 30. Sweet. Same with that human population. Here's hoping for another birth or another naked, useless old man joining the fray. Ha! And we got it at that. A little bit more in its copper age for us. And then the earth consumed it. Oh, we did get useless people joining in. Oh well, get clothed up. Ah, the sounds of progress. Achievement get, continental settlement. Which I assume is have a population of 50. Let us check. Achieve a population of 50 in the Continental Dawn scenario. I now have 3 out of 24 achievements. Nice to see this isn't the kind of game that just drowns you in useless achievements. That said, it does have an achievement for booting up the game, so that's... it's give and take. Come on, guys, I need those big rocks. I have the bravery to bring back slavery. Turok. Cool. I am Turok, as he says. Here comes a storm. Doesn't seem like any of my my crops died there. I don't think I've ever seen raw flax. Wait, is flax not edible? Could have sworn I went to a store of grains and they had flax. Yeah, I even use flax. I used to put it on top of my muesli. Running out of space for my ridiculous amount of straw here. I really should sell more of it. Flax seeds are, yes, that's likely what I'm thinking of. Bring on the knowledge, but also bring on the cutting down of these trees. What's taking so long on that? Maybe I didn't actually... No, I did place it. There we go. Ah, right, I didn't tell oodles of people to work on it. Harvesting season was done real fast, but there's a lot of stuff to pick up. Well, get on it. Would kind of like somebody to pick up all these stones as well. It's kind of getting in the way of expansion, as are these little stone mining points. But don't, yeah, they... I don't have any that are actually exhausted because I've been sitting on my enormous pile of stones for a long time. I'm going to need those stones when we reach the age of proper stone walls and stone buildings. Hello, radars! Nothing more dangerous than the human, it seems. He's got an axe. She's got a spear. She's also got a spear. Just a bone spear. It's a real shame I can't strip these people. Okay. Toot toot, folks. You don't appear to have a bow, which is kind of what I would expect you to have, but okay. Everyone's in. Everyone's at the ready. I suppose I could just funnel them here. There's no real need for me to close the gate, especially since we're going to mob them. Also, if people got up here... No, it doesn't look like it went up there. The watchtower is getting a bit ravaged there. Alright, folks, well, go and bloomin' get them. Well, a raid that wasn't even 10% of my armed population doesn't seem too threatening. Now eat them. Oh, I wish I could, but sadly there's nothing to be had. I just get to grab their weapon. I don't even get to grab their clothes. I guess they rotted away. Ah, excellent. An opportunity to sell my excessive amounts of straw. Hopefully the stuff that's going to go off gets sold first. Alright, what do you even have? Average adult female pig. That could be interesting. Manage more domestic animals. Pigs. A young female and 2 old ones and 1 adult. Right. I will probably buy one of your adult... I don't know, boars are so easy to come by. It's probably not worth the value to get one, but I want them to start breeding, so... Nah, it doesn't feel worth it, does it? But you're not selling anything else of value, and I do need to get rid of that straw, so maybe I'll buy both of them and just drown you in straw. Okay, just one I'll have to do then. Yoink. Okay, get ready for insemination there, pig. So where's our megalith at? There's one. I guess they ran away from that when I sounded the raider attack. And this one, poor sod, he's going nowhere. Okay, can't wait to get that, and we can abandon these crummy burial grounds. I mean, that one's just gotta go. How about this one? I'll keep this one here, but these two I want gone. Thinking about it, I probably shouldn't have put this here. Should have probably put it a bit further away. Well, whatever, it's there now. Are you going to be playing Walken, Jake? Says Hulk Honk. And I don't know what he's talking about. Jake, those clothes are stained with blood and guts. You sure you want them? Many things get stained with blood, but you just clean them off and use them again. Okay, I'm glad that they're using that sledge properly now. Yeah, I'm fairly drowning in stuff now. It feels rich, and it feels good to be rich. Also, I really hope I got rid of my old crappy straw first. It looks like I did not. Unless all that straw was crappy, I have a lot of stuff here that's just, you know, nay say good. But we got good woolly outfits and skins, so heat is not a problem. I really want to have a lot of animals. Yeah, I guess you're there, right? Hard to see what matches up here. Not there. You. Once there's space. Someday there will be. Get shopping. There we go. Space for my oodles of animals. Some get the safety of being inside, others do not. Still not sure what Walken is though. Alright, a bit more in the dolmen's on its way. You know, I established this very early on and it has constantly been just the right amount. We've had it full, we've had it not full, but we've never really backed up on meat or skins since having this. And I think it'll still be good for when we are slaughtering our way through our domesticated animals. It's an ARPG, Jake. Since you've not been interested in Diablo or Pillars of Eternity, I doubt you'd care. That sounds correct. Those games could not appeal much less to me. I could try, but... oh god, they're still at it. Vorok and Yeralch. Try harder. Unga Bunga's rock pile here is gonna have to go. I know that's everybody's favorite rock pile, but I think we'll just shove it in the corner here because I got nothing else that needs doing here. Invalid. Well, it shouldn't be very far to drag said rocks. drowning in that knowledge though, because we finally put together a whole lot of linen outfits, and that coincides with putting together our 100th leather outfit. And these look stocked up with hay just as well, because winter is here. It's not coming, it's already here. They still have this as a gathering point. I think I chopped down everything that could be there. I should move you about a bit. Apparently it still says you can gather there, which seems like madness to me. Alright, and we somehow increased the population. I don't recall telling this dog to join me, but it has joined me. Oh man, look at all these dogs. I want all the dogs that we can get, so we're going to grab them both. I mean, dogs, they die and eat, and we eat them. They protect us. They don't haul for us, sadly. Oh, wait, oh, I thought you were on our side, but... well, sometimes the skins just come to us. Probably mad because I stole all their wee ones. Ah, I see, they're hungry, so they're coming at us. Well, Zamak and Korok are probably going to slaughter that wolf. Alright, well, if it's wandering in to die. Hurting dogs in games, I feel that. Oh, how did I not notice this megalith under my nose the whole time? Incredible. I would cancel this and go for making the stone circle if I wasn't afraid of losing the resources. I mean, I don't know if mashing cancel on this would get rid of these. But imagine our own stone circle. Now I need a place to bury the dead anyway. So, how many dogs do I have? I assume 9. Alright, with all these stables built, and I keep them on high priority. I don't really know why, but whatever. Look at this last one built, I'll feel good about it. Lucky most certainly doesn't care about killing dogs in games, Jake. If anything, I think he loves it. That's because Lucky is a monster. It's important to make the distinction between what is fiction and what is real life. But it still strikes me right in the heart when harm comes to animals in game, particularly if those animals are dogs. Alright. We are able to advance. We have everything from Neolithic era. It's time to reach the Copper Age. We're going to be getting Smelty Blood going here. We can copper mine, charcoal, metal work. Damn, we're going to be like that primitive technology guy. And on top of that, fruit trees. Oh, that's advanced stuff. And I can be a cattle farmer. And I can have donkeys. We'll figure out the wheel yet. Alright, bring it on. You're about to enter the Metal Age. It is highly recommended that you fortify your settlement and have enough people and weapon. Yeah, whatever. Oh, but the woolly rhino has gone extinct. That seems rather sad. The production of copper and pit furnaces. Awesome. Sweet. Well, let's finally get going with some proper tooling here. One of the keys to survival is to defend your settlement against animals and raiders. During the Stone Age, the main threats are wild animals and sporadic bands of raiders. Make sure you have enough weapons and people. In the Metal Age, things will get more serious. Large bands of attackers will try to destroy your settlements. I highly recommend that you build fortifications and defensive structures. When you say fortifications, do you mean anything more than what we already have? Because I don't think we've unlocked anything more advanced. No, I need masonry, and masonry's a wee bit away. Metallurgy, mining, furnacing, metal smithing, this is where it's at. And that is something that we will look into on our next session, which is going to be tomorrow morning, so it's not exactly far away, but I do actually like getting to bed on time. So we'll call it there, but we will be back. Alright, cheers for joining, Dawn and Man. I'm really enjoying it, and what I suspect is going to happen is that we're going to run this campaign all the way up to smithing our steel swords and going ham on whoever we find out there. So, until next time, cheerio.